COVID-19 on Citizen from PPB. This is a summary from my experiences with the Reaper over the last 15 months. When industrial homicide started with my neighborhood in late September 2020, it sounded like a group of male adults on streets or something. With the right toxins and some overactive testosterone skills, they attempt to extract citizens from their houses for the purpose of human trafficking and or homicide, and I think I've identified one of their processing centers last year also. With a megaphone they were yelling, "Industrial homicide, stay in your houses." With a hustle to help and a heavy hesitation to run, I ran towards the noise and began to pray in the wooded area for help with stopping those individuals for the safety of us citizens, and it partially worked. The lower half of the team remained here, but at least one of us helped shut them down for the night. In fact, my research from Montana to the heart of California noticed that industrial homicide megaphone was audible at night mostly, of course. I witnessed small arms frequently for over the last 2 years now, and some included .50 cal machine guns mounted on helicopters. I listened as some snipers shot at quite a few houses with rooftop and siding gunshots, but at least it's not a rail car full of acid. Yet, I got tossed twice for pulling over a semi-truck with people screaming for their lives, I alleged, along with a COVID-19 bioweapon, by police, and then listened to them narrate to the sergeant that I was being uncooperative. Between all 3 injections that were definitely installed secretly by a total of 9 peace officers, 5 security, and 1 nurse, all were directly aware and cooperated skillfully with their path of ill intent. An explosion at the Clackamas County Sheriff's Office that was initiated by my asking for information on the health effects of the injection. While leaving, I heard the duty clerk talking to what I assumed was the Portland Police Bureau. She was asking them, "So we're giving our citizens COVID-19 injections now, huh?" 3 seconds later a detonation occurred, obviously injuring or killing the person I spoke with and 2 other cadets. One older employee did fire a shot at me, but like all the others it didn't work. I assumed it was a big cover-up because I was unable to reach that staff later on, but I'm not very eager to show up there again. In my discovery of local sites where I believe homicide/depot has occurred, it's obvious that they used a variety of devices, including some kind of acid torture with their victims zip-tied or fastened to a fence. The head smash with the heavy concrete medians was obvious many locations. I believe some use aerial drones for periscope activities to search for peace officers responding locations. I believe they might endorse a variety of home repair intro techniques for ill-intent scenarios, but I do know and was witness to above-the-pillow gunshots at hotels from the same forementioned areas. In the grass area of some local parks, I noticed trauma sites at the Forest Home Baseball Park indicating some struggle and possibly tie-downs. The grass showed silhouettes with the hand area overstressing the grass from a pulling action, I assume. Some possible corporate hostile takeovers, including a few I've unofficially cracked, are Alley Cat, Always Warm, and Penny's Salsa. At one point during my discoveries last year, were locations where it sounded like the use of a guillotine was in progress. Locations in Vancouver and Government Camp were notes, 5 in all. Mass graves and live burials in rivers, roads, parks, and buildings here are all truly on their menu for us, and even their diets are consuming some of us, it appears, and with the use of a packaging mocking to obscure the source. I've smelt the hair, seen some suspicious bones, even tasted the people pancake that was attempt fed to my girlfriend and I in December 2020. I think they use a high-quality cutting tool like a saber knife, I believe. I've heard them drink blood, torture people by ratchet them in half, heard sex swing sounds and equipment, behind my wall sounds too. A well-guarded, samurai-bearing, attic access panel individual who travels gingerly above the ceiling and on the front porch also has the solid sound of a roofing torch, perhaps pre-treating the charred bodies for ion television. Every time I seek to disclose the info I got, they get real mad, follow me, and even remove innocent citizens with whom I've came in contact with, or have learned about their shenanigans. They use the Department of Transportation, for example, with local excavators contractors, like Kincaid, to throw live victims into the big hole in the roads, with cover and support from none other than the VPD, and I would also assume some of the Washington State Patrol, based on my experiences with them recently that involved a couple semis with 3 nuclear devices and a burned, blonde, bloody hair sample I found at M/PM on Burton Road in Vancouver, Washington in 2020 that I attempted to deliver, but was informed it was not hair by a VPD at the WASP night call phone on GORRD. That's a good start for a few eyebrows right now, I think. Respectfully, J. Parfit Camus, W.